Anakin Skywalker's regret over killing Count Dooku is one of the pivotal moments in his journey toward the dark side. This act, driven by revenge and anger, was a significant departure from the principles of the Jedi Order, which emphasizes justice and restraint. The moment was particularly defining because it demonstrated how deeply Anakin had been influenced by his darker impulses. His immediate reaction to Dooku's death was one of horror and self-doubt, signaling that he recognized the gravity of his actions and their contradiction to his Jedi training. The novelization of Revenge of the Sith provides an intricate exploration of Anakin's thoughts during and after the killing of Dooku. He felt as if he was in a dream, detached from reality and convinced that his actions were justified. This surreal perception allowed him to override his Jedi teachings momentarily. However, once the act was complete, Anakin's sense of justice and morality surged back, leaving him racked with shame and guilt. He struggled to reconcile his identity as a Jedi with the reality of having executed an unarmed prisoner in cold blood. Palpatine's manipulation played a crucial role in Anakin's descent. By urging Anakin to kill Dooku with the simple command, Palpatine tapped into Anakin's latent anger and desire for revenge. After the deed was done, Palpatine attempted to soothe Anakin's conscience by framing the act as a natural response to Dooku's atrocities. Despite these assurances, Anakin's internal conflict only deepened, as he could not fully accept this justification. The dissonance between his actions and his values created a profound sense of self-loathing. Anakin's struggle was not just about this single act, but about the broader pattern of choices that led him away from the light. The killing of Dooku was a deliberate step toward the dark side, reflecting Anakin's gradual abandonment of Jedi principles. This choice echoed his earlier massacre of the Tusken Raiders, another moment when his anger and pain overpowered his commitment to Jedi ethics. Each step along this path made it increasingly difficult for Anakin to return to his former self, as each act of violence and vengeance eroded his moral foundation. The aftermath of Dooku's death had far-reaching consequences for Anakin's psyche. He was haunted by the act, seeing it as a betrayal of his true nature and his role as a Jedi. This guilt was exacerbated by the expectations placed on him by the Jedi Council and his peers. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu both saw the death of Dooku as a significant victory, but their reactions differed. Obi-Wan, unaware of the circumstances, praised Anakin, while Windu, more perceptive of Anakin's inner turmoil, became suspicious of the young Jedi's state of mind. Anakin's internal conflict was further strained by his prophetic dreams about Padmé's death, which kept him from finding peace or sleep. His fear of losing her drove him to seek more power, making him increasingly susceptible to Palpatine's influence. When Anakin was appointed to the Jedi Council but denied the rank of Master, his frustration and sense of injustice boiled over. This reaction was a clear manifestation of the dark side's growing hold on him, as he lashed out in anger, embodying the very traits he despised. Ultimately, Anakin's journey to the dark side was a series of deliberate choices rather than a sudden fall. The killing of Dooku was a critical step that symbolized his transition from Jedi hero to a servant of the dark side. Despite his actions, Anakin continued to loathe the darkness within him, struggling against the very forces that would eventually consume him. This internal battle highlights the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker, a good person pushed too far, who made choices that led to his own downfall and the rise of Darth Vader.